Welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z, 3 episodes at a time, and we rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes, and we upload every gosh darn Monday. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
Oh! Was that, who's
That's
that?
some Recoome power.
Recoome? Alright.
Yeah.
And this is Dragon Ball Speak. I love that the Ginyu Force is like your new favorite.
They're the best.
Favorite Dragon Ball Z.
They're so hype and stupid, but I love it.
Yeah, when he does the he's like balancing on the one foot and he's like got his arms back like this,
and it goes, yeah. I just love it. They have to be based. I don't know who they're based on. I assume he's like Arnold Schwarzenegger mixed with like a parody of like fashion or something. I don't even know. These characters are crazy, and I love it.
I don't know if it's based on anything. I think it's just freaking whack.
And Toriyama's crazy.
He'd be crazy.
He'd be crazy, bro.
I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up, see what they're based on if they are.
But we got a whole trilogy of episodes with our boy Recoome.
Yeah, we do. He actually lasted longer than I remember.
Is that how you spell it? The site has it wrong, doesn't it?
No, that's right.
I thought it was R-E-E.
No. On that episode, it spelled it this way as well.
Oh my god, I've been spelling R-E-E this whole time.
No.
Still such a weird. That makes more sense. I really thought it was R-E-E. C-O-M-E, and I was like, Recoome. That doesn't even like turn into Recoome. Do you think Recoome is legume? Damn, thought I had that one.
No. I'll look it up real quick. Start walking us through the episode while I figure this out.
So we got episode 64, Recoome Unleashed, and we get straight into the action here.
Vegeta knows I like how like he doesn't have to say it. His Japanese name Rikumu is the Japanese word for cream. Kurimu, rearranged. So it's basically just a respelling of cream. Because,
Okay,
like
cool.
I said, they're all named after dairy.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I love that you can see on Vegeta's face that he's well aware that he's not going to be able to win this.
He shows that, but then I thought he'd like kick some serious ass.
Oh, it seems like it.
Because he goes hard. He's like, I thought he was gonna go Super Saiyan for a second. They love doing these fake outs. And
I know.
It's not a fake out. It's only because I know what pop culture has shown me.
So
about
do you
Super
feel like
Saiyans.
it's coming soon?
Oh yeah.
Really?
They're name dropping it, like, yeah.
Oh no.
It sucks because if you didn't, I mean, it's impossible to not know what Super Saiyan. Like even knowing nothing about Dragon Ball Z, I know that like you go Super Saiyan by like going.
Right. It's
powering
impossible
up.
not to know at this point because it's such a popular thing in pop culture.
So it's not the show teasing it. It's mostly me being knowing.
So
what's
every time
coming
they
and
power up
so every
at
time
all.
he's like, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But this time he was just, I guess, increasing that power level. And he like right off the bat in this episode, he's like, all right, we gotta go. And he goes hard. He punches him up, flies fast enough to be on the other side of him before he lands, and then gives him another punch. Then grabs him, circle twirls him,
really
and
well
throws him
animated,
into a mountain really far away, and then blasts him. And you're like, okay, he's dead. Vegeta just won that, which was sick. I was like, okay.
I know he wasn't, but I was convinced that he was beaten.
Because he kicks ass. And then, he like literally like a nuke goes off on Namek, basically. And then Krillin is the one that notices. He's like, I'm still seeing an energy signature.
Gohan noticed first,
Yeah, Gohan. And then they're like, oh god, and Vegeta's like, shit. And then you see him come up, and he's like all scratched up and stuff, but he's definitely like his bones are intact, and he's
totally
still
fine. Basically, yeah, his clothes
and that's when he
and hair
does
are messed
the.
up. Yeah, he does, and he crosses his legs like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, well, this is a real problem.
Right. Whenever our strongest character on Namek does an all-out assault on this character, and he's basically shrugs it off.
He even says, I wrote it down. Vegeta's like, I'm at my limits, and this guy's just toying.
Yeah, he says he's fighting as hard as he can fight. We know Vegeta's not holding anything back. And God, dude, the sequence is so well animated. Like Vegeta's expressions and the thick lines in this old school anime. Like I love this.
It's so sick.
It looks so good. Yeah, he hits the pose when he comes out of the you could say crater, I guess. After being blasted by Vegeta, and then we cut to Frieza, who appears to be off planet. I don't know.
I actually took a note of this because later we find he is
he's
in
not,
space,
though.
and he's I mean, it's very like Darth Vader like. He's like looking at the planet and all drawn,
gauging the value of Namek.
Yeah,
right?
and he's like, the computer's like, there's no commercial value. There's no point in industrializing this area. There's really nothing, no resources,
right?
No civilization, like whatever. And so you would think Frieza's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna ignore it. It's nothing. But he's like, nah, I might as well just blow it up.
Right. He wants to blow it up once he gets the Dragon Balls.
And make a firework that says
Frieza.
Yeah. Okay. But then in a later episode, he's just back on Earth or on Namek, like that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with that. I guess they just wanted to like pad some of that time.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Vegeta versus.
Did you think that Recoome was dead? You thought that he got him?
Well, I was gonna be at least down for the count a bit. Maybe not necessarily dead. Well, I mean, I guess I could have thought dead, but like definitely did not see him coming.
You thought Vegeta won that fight?
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was done. And then we cut back to them, and fight begins, and it basically flips on Vegeta, where he just starts getting his ass
demolished,
kicked.
dude. Yeah, super strong.
And
hits.
even when there's a few parts where Vegeta's like going hard, like really pushing himself to win. There's a part where, very strange part where Recoome's like bent over and Vegeta's like under him, right in the groin region, and he's punching.
He's punching his stomach. Yeah, so he gets smacked into the water.
Yeah.
Then when he comes out of the water, he gets this crazy like gut punch essentially, and he's in there. But Recoome is so much bigger than him that he's like folded over him, and Vegeta's like punching his torso. But it did look a little strange.
He's right in the groin, and all you just see is like, and Recoome's like, ooh.
Oh,
I was like, all right.
It don't feel
he
good.
likes it. He likes it. That nut punch equals nut.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was getting punched in the stomach and just getting destroyed.
Or so we thought.
So we thought. I mean, it looks like it, but then I guess Recoome quickly recovers and he's back to laughing at Vegeta's attempts at doing anything. And yeah.
Right. Yeah. And man, we get some cool like tactical moves from Vegeta though, where the part where he comes out from underwater, he was hiding down there, or like he counters Recoome's blows a couple times, but so the problem isn't like outsmarting him. The problem is like the power scaling is you're right. It's just too much of a difference between the two of them.
A bullet sponge.
Exactly. Yeah, this dude can take a hit, man. Talk about a character who can take a hit.
He's at the Dark Souls boss way too early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we got Captain Ginyu is juggling the Dragon Balls in midair, and he's flying towards Frieza.
She doesn't actually make it to.
Speaking of which, Bryce Armstrong is dead, which I looked up. He's the voice of Captain Ginyu and the voice of the announcer. He died last month, so I was right.
Dragon Ball Z. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was really good. You could replace him. Send your resume to Funimation. Yeah, and Frieza has this. Yeah, we already talked about. He's kind of like just, and one of his minions is like kind of giving him lip. It's kind of strange. Whenever he's like gauging the planet's value or whatever, and he said that he's gonna blow up the planet.
I'm gonna blow up.
He's like, really?
Why would you do that? It's not necessary. And
yeah, it was weird.
Which the Frieza I know definitely would have been like, all right, boink.
Yeah, exactly.
Boink, but
boink,
boink. You're dead.
But yeah, Vegeta has this like onslaught where he's punching Recoome really fast, but he's blocking every single blow. And then Recoome does a Recoome boom, hits Vegeta in the head.
Recoome boom. Rilla boom.
I couldn't understand his voice.
His
is
voice
so
acting
strange.
is very. It's like a mix.
It's good
of
acting.
Yeah, it's a mix of Arnold Schwarzenegger and what's his face from the Goonies.
The Sloth.
Yeah, Sloth.
Nice. I can see that. Maybe that's what he's based on.
That would be a timely.
Yeah, Vegeta starts taunting him. He does like a pose and his ass is out and stuff. And
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The whole fight after he comes up from
his
the mountain,
ass is basically out.
open.
Yeah. Vegeta is thinking to himself, and he damns the fact that he knew it would be difficult to win the fight, but he didn't know it was going to be like this. He said it's insane. He's at his absolute limit. And Recoome is just toying with him. That's the interesting thing is like, yeah, Goku arrived quote unquote just in time. But if he was like dead set, like I'm gonna kill these guys as fast as possible, they would be super dead.
Yeah, the only reason they're not dead is because the plot needed Goku to arrive at the last minute.
And because Recoome's just like toying with them, they actually get enjoyment out of whenever they do this. They said he loves his job or whatever.
And so they basically keep fighting. And
and Krillin and Gohan
takes out Vegeta. Like he's down for the count.
Yeah, he's
covered
down.
in blood. He's not able to get up. And so Krillin's like, all right, I guess I'm going to give it a go. And Krillin, Vegeta put some punches in. Krillin does not do shit.
Krillin got one hit.
Yeah, that's right. He goes, he gets his hit, and then Recoom's like, all right, this is over. And he kicks him, and Krillin goes flying, and
he doesn't move after that.
He breaks every single bone in his body. So he's like, I'm not feeling it.
He can't even move. I know.
So Gohan goes to Krillin, and he's like...
Gohan saves Vegeta right here, by the way. So the plan is, like, Krillin makes this plan. Right, yeah, Gohan saves Vegeta from the blast, and then Krillin kicks him in the back of the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
But go on.
So yeah, now we have Krillin and Vegeta.
Oh, and Vegeta.
Down.
Sorry, go ahead. Vegeta has that. He scolds Gohan for even saving him because first off, he doesn't even have the capacity probably to understand the concept of saving someone. Second off, he says that if he had instead also attacked Recoome, then maybe they could have got something done instead of saving Vegeta.
Yeah, which I feel like we've had that kind of fight scenario happen before, but I can't remember where.
This is this whole thing is a mirror almost of the Nappa fight for me.
Yeah.
Because we're waiting for Goku to arrive at the last minute. Krillin's almost dead. Gohan's almost dead.
Vegeta just watching.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Vegeta just happens to be on our side this time.
Mm-hmm. And
he's also like huge, like Nappa was, like an imposing.
True. Yeah, he is very similar. Better voice acting.
Yeah.
So it's basically Vegeta's out, Krillin's out, and now Gohan's the last person alive to fight. Not alive, but standing to fight.
Yeah, and we get this like sad Krillin. I put death in quotes because he didn't die, but he accepts defeat. He's like, it's okay. Like we were in over our heads, and the Dragon Balls are gone, and this is it.
He's telling Gohan, he's like, don't try to do this. Like,
no, he tells him not to bother.
Yeah, and so but Gohan, very much like Goku, is like, nah, I have to try, and he stands up, and we get this really cool shot where he's walking towards Recoome, and then the narrator kicks in.
Yep, and then that's.
But it is cool seeing that Gohan's like, I have to do this. He says, I think he even says, oh no, that's in the next episode. But yeah, he gets up and he's like, I'm gonna take on Recoome Ball by myself.
All right, so we're gonna start doing this thing where we score the episode at the end of our discussion on that particular episode. So
yes,
what score did you give Recoome Unleashed?
I gave Recoome Unleashed a 6 out of 7.
Yep, me too.
I really liked it.
Dude, it's such a good episode.
It's just a good episode. We get right into the action right from the start. There's really nothing that pulls us away. We're in it.
Yeah. I also did like in this episode. I forgot to mention. Krillin said like this guy is way beyond us, and he said not even Goku would be able to beat him, which we now know.
Krillin is not aware of Goku's training,
right?
So sure, maybe old Goku, but
yeah, and Goku, in the brief time that we do cut to him, he's super focused. I also gave it a 6.
Nice.
Yep, 6 out of 7 because the pacing was great, the action's great, the animation was really, really good, and yeah, I just love these characters.
Yep.
So yeah, good time.
And then episode 65, let the battle begin.
The battle begun last episode, but that's okay.
Technically 2 episodes ago with Guldo's mind bend.
True.
But yeah, so we immediately again jump right back into the action. It's Gohan versus Recoome.
Right, and he says, I won't let you hurt my friends anymore. He gets a good kick to the face. Or sorry, not good kick to the face. Yeah. He kicks his face, and it like doesn't
sticks
even
he grabs,
do anything.
Recoome grabs Gohan's hand and is like, well, I don't remember what he says, but it's basically along the lines of like, are you done playing around now?
Right, exactly. Like,
and
as badly as Gohan wants to be able to beat him, but
yeah. And in that charge up for that kick, Gohan really pushes his limits, and the henchmen, the Jice and
Birder,
Dada, they one of them notices on their scouter that Gohan's power level reached over 20,000,
which is, I believe, where Vegeta was at on Earth.
Yeah, it's definitely the highest we've seen Gohan.
For sure.
But even then, they're still just like, oh wow. They're not like really worried about it. And
yeah, what would you say Recoome is at then?
Oh gosh,
if he's able to destroy Gohan's ass, all 3 of them for that matter.
40,000.
Okay, I wonder if we learn. I don't remember.
Not in this episode.
Oh well, no, actually, I think he's. I don't think
we're gonna learn.
I don't think we're gonna learn. I think it's too late for that.
Posthumous.
Oops. Yeah, he fires a Masenko at him. A Masenko blast after.
Which is a new move, I think, for Gohan.
No, he used it. It's He used it on Earth against Vegeta and them. I don't remember what context, but Masenko is the move that he uses. It means like Demon Flash Wave, I think, or something like that. But it's because Piccolo trained him, and he's the Demon King.
It's a cool like yellow and red.
Right. Move. So it's like his blast move. Piccolo doesn't use it, but Gohan uses it because of Piccolo. Recoome catches the Masenko unharmed, and then he completely starts to overwhelm Gohan with punches and kicks, and oh my god, did they make the hits look like they hurt so much?
Yeah. No, he's definitely getting messed up.
The impact is so, oh my god, and then we get this brutal moment towards the end of the episode, or like halfway through, I guess.
But not before we cut to Chi-Chi.
Yeah, we also get he hits him with his ass.
Yeah, he does.
He hit Gohan with his ass like in midair.
He dunked the truck.
Oh, he for sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a bare ass too. I mean, the
practically,
ass is out,
yeah.
So like, it's impressive.
So we get this motherly instinct sequence here.
Yeah, where she's just like doing laundry outside, like hanging stuff on the clothesline, and then
Chi-Chi is, yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, what's going on? My Gohan, something's wrong." And Bulma's mom, right?
Yeah.
The hot wife of the.
Yeah, I don't know if we. Her name is Oh man.
I feel like we don't know it.
We don't know it, but she has a name. I just forget what
She's
it is.
wildly young for the Bulma's dad.
Yeah, right.
At least it would seem.
Yeah.
But hey, props to him. And so she's like, I need to get a ship. So she runs to the scientist, Bulma's dad, and steals a ship. That might have happened in the next episode.
No, that's here.
Okay, yeah. So she basically, Bulma's dad is like, I've got.
Panchi is her mom's name.
Yes.
Bulma's mom.
Bulma's dad, the scientist, is like, I've got another ship ready, and it's even got a cappuccino maker now. So she darts in, she sprints, she takes off, and like before she can barely get away from the surface of the earth, she's already like tumbling back down because the ship broke.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy, but I guess they're just kind of catching us up on Chi-Chi. It is cool that she's got like the instinct to know and
right. And it's just breaking a little bit of the tension with this fight.
Mm-hmm. And then we go back to the fight. Actually, no, we don't. Oh, do we? I've got that. My next note is about Ginyu.
We do. So, just really quickly, Gohan's pretty battered, and he's still fighting. He fires another energy blast at Recoome, and he literally blows it back towards Gohan with his like
breath.
Breath, yeah. And
he like targets it too. He's able to like shape it in the air.
Right. So at this point, Gohan's running out of energy to the extent where Recoome is like not even exerting any sort of effort. If he's able to blow it back like that. Then we cut to Captain Ginyu talking to Frieza, delivering the Dragon Balls.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, he basically just delivers the 7 Dragon Balls. Did you notice the shot where Ginyu's standing over the balls and Frieza's right there, and Frieza's like 3 feet tall?
Frieza's pretty small.
He's small, but like we've had his size established. He was literally like maybe 2 Dragon Balls stacked high.
Maybe it was a perspective thing.
It wasn't like on purpose, because later in the same scene, like not in the same scene, but in the same area, we do see him and he's like back to normal size. They just
sometimes I
really got the perspective wrong. He looks so tiny.
Every now and then, I think they handed off like some of these scenes to the interns.
Yeah, because the tail looked weirdly fleshy too.
And then in the next episode, there was some really poor animation.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice.
I did, just because I paid a lot of attention to that, because that's like one of my favorite things about these shows.
I was too focused on the hype.
Right? Yeah, I know, but no. Outside of the action, it was like there were some really really bad shots in the 66.
Dang.
But regardless.
Yeah. So they're sitting here, and Frieza's like, "Okay, it's time for my wish," and he's like, "I wish."
Right. So Frieza's. This is where we realize he's not off-world like we thought.
Yeah, which is odd. Maybe he flew back, but he makes his wish. The Dragon Balls do kind of light up. Nail is flying towards the crew, and then he notices, I guess like a power surge or something going on in the distance.
He can just sense danger.
Yeah, and you can see like a white flash going on, which is like, okay, maybe Shinron's coming. But then we cut back to Frieza, and it didn't work. He's
right,
like,
it was a misdirection.
Okay, I think he's like, I don't think anything worked. And Captain Ginyu's like, do you feel better or any more invincible? And he's like, no, I don't feel anything. So we get a little flashback of an elder Namek telling Frieza, you're not gonna be able to make a wish with these. Like, even if you have all 7, you're not gonna get to make a wish. And
so what do you think?
Frieza's like, oh shit, okay, maybe he wasn't lying.
Right. What do you think is up with that? What do you think is the answer here?
I don't know. It's got to be. I think it's something to do with the difference in the Dragon Balls. Like, they're big. That's really all I know. Is they're different. They're not like normal Dragon Balls. And I just think it's got to be that. Unless maybe the elders were smart enough to like slide a hand a fake one to him. I mean, it'd be really easy to replicate a fake one. I feel like it's just an orange glass ball with the star. It's not like I guess they do give off an energy or a power or something. Like they can be tracked, so they must have some kind of signature. But yeah, I don't know. He's gonna go to the Elder Guru though and find out. And
by himself, and Ginny's guarding the Dragon
and Nail
Balls.
at the same time notices something's going on at the Guru's house, because he's like, which is his dad, and he's like, oh no, something's going on. And that's the last we see of Nail.
Yep.
So then we cut back to Gohan versus Recoome, and he's still getting his ass kicked. He's basically done for. I mean, he's getting beat. He's got 1 HP point left, and he keeps standing up anyway. And Recoome and everyone is just
gets
like
a decent
laughing.
face punch on him.
Yeah, that's true. I forget that he even like does anything because it really
basically
doesn't
because it doesn't do any damage, right?
And Gohan gives like a cool little like Goku moment where he's like, I have to keep standing up. I have to fight to save the Kai crew or King Kai people. And he always mentions Piccolo's name first, which is cool because Piccolo's. They're both trying to save everybody, but Piccolo, the first person on his mind is always Gohan, and vice versa.
Exactly.
And it's cool to see that.
And I love this like perspective shot where he's like walking towards Recoome, and it's like shifting focus to show that like he's like
blurry,
concussed, and like probably like on his last legs, which he is.
And so,
what a cool way to show like this is the like. Dragon Ball Z is the anime that established all of these tropes that like exist in anime in general. So it's so cool to like see it for the first time. And I'm sure that's probably used pretty widely today. That and like power ups and all that stuff. That's all Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, for sure. And so Gohan tries to do one last move. I think he goes for a kick or a punch or something. And it hits. No, it misses because what's his face? Recoome dodges, and then Recoome gives him a kick that we think breaks Gohan's neck.
Oh, it did. It for sure did.
Oh, it did? Okay,
yeah.
I assumed he would have just died, but I guess they are.
You don't necessarily die when you break your neck.
But yeah, so his neck's broken. All the henchmen are like, oh my God, he just broke his neck.
He can't move at all. He's just like twitching.
He really does seem dead. I mean, the only reason I knew he wasn't
dead
is because you keep hearing like little like, like
right. He can't really even talk. Fighting. He can't move. His neck's for sure broken.
Yeah, and he's just sitting there. He's done. And we're like, okay, well, this is it. And I think So Recoome's standing over him. He's about to deliver the killing blow because the henchmen are like, just hurry up and finish this. And then we see like a white light come out of anywhere. And it's like such a icon. I mean, this is like Superman flying in.
I know.
There's like so many moments. This is like
I just love you see the ship go by in the background, and they're just like, what is that? And you just know.
Yeah, it's so sick.
I got chills, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's Captain Marvel flying in an in-game.
Yeah,
it's Superman coming to save the day. It's like so many moments, all in one. So you see it coming and. They're like, what is it? And we're like, oh, we know.
Oh, we know.
But even then, they're like, we're going to tease you a little bit. So it lands, and then there's smoke. You start to see a little bit of the ship coming through the smoke, and then you see like the SULE of Capsule, and you're like, oh, shit. And then even then, they're like, no, we're not going to show you everything. We see like the computer systems doing everything, the gravity turning down, and then we get a shot of the inside of the ship, and it's like vibrating. And then we cut to like this dude's hand on like a chair, and it's so sick.
It's so good.
It's like so. It's not even really like Goku's just like, it's time, and you're like, oh shit. I kind of wish it would have ended there because that was so hype. But they do have a few more shots of him leaving.
Yeah, he's starting to gear up.
He's like getting geared up, and you're getting some cool like detail shots of his shoes and everything, and it's like. That shit was hype.
It's time. So Goku was on his way, and it was what episode did he take off? I believe 50. No, it was before 50. What do you have it? I'm at 46.
I'm at 40.
Okay, so 46. He took off.
Really?
Yep. Dang. Episode 46. Dude, that was 20 episodes ago.
Oh yeah, Goku's finally back.
It took 20 episodes. That's a third of what we've watched. Total.
It's definitely a bit much.
Yeah, like, a third of what we've watched total was Goku on his way to Namek.
I really thought that they were going to have Chi-Chi fly to Namek, and it was going to be like 2 seconds, and I was going to be so pissed.
No.
But
no, luckily the narrative was interesting while Goku was on his way to Namek.
Well, some of it.
Of course, some of it. But it's just crazy to me that it took... I don't remember what I said back then, but I think I didn't remember it taking this long. I think I said it would only take a few episodes, I thought.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't really remember exactly. I don't remember what you said. You said you thought it would be a while, I think. And you were right.
Yeah, they tend to... They have a trend.
He shows up late.
Yeah. He's like Saitama. So what'd you give this episode? Let's rank it.
Oh, right. I gave it it was a 5 out of 7, even though I liked it a lot. It was just a 5 for me until it turned into a 6 because Goku's landing, just the landing, like seeing the ship go by in the background and seeing him land alone brought it to a 6.
Yeah. I actually gave it a 7.
Nice, dude. I
mean,
love that.
Even the Chi-Chi part didn't bother me because it was quick and
it was quick. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was just the whole thing was hype. And then like I could give it a 10 out of 7 just because of Goku saying it's time. The shot of like his hand on the chair and he gets up and he's like, it's time.
It's so hype.
It's
I know.
Oh yeah, dude.
I know.
I
mean,
kick some ass.
Retroactively, it is a pretty perfect episode.
Yeah. So episode 66.
Goku's new power.
My first line is prediction is Goku will go Super Saiyan in this episode. I was wrong, but I feel like I'm close. Like,
you were wrong, but we get it name dropped twice.
Yeah, I know. Actually, yeah, we get it name dropped 3 times.
Really? And we get
we hear it twice. I underlined both times. Too.
And for the first time ever, we get some Super Saiyan lore.
I took like a whole half page of notes on this episode.
Jesus, did you watch the episode?
Yeah, no, I was right.
You gotta learn how to
sloppy. I mean, I was.
You gotta learn what is it called?
The shorthand, the Kevin Malone writing.
Yeah. What is Kevin Malone?
Isn't that the guy from The Office?
Oh,
just cut words out.
Yeah, he just speaks shorthand, but yeah. So what did you? Oh, you writing? I do that too. My lines go all over the place because I'm like watching while I'm writing.
I was just like,
all right, so just go, drop it on me. Tell me everything that you thought about this. Let's go through it, I guess. Goku arrives.
My first note is Goku about to beat some ass.
Dude, there's just no feeling like it. We had to wait a while, but the payoff is so worth it. Whenever like that feeling of him actually finally arriving at the last second.
And it's sick. And he immediately goes right. Oh, he's searching the planet for like energy levels, and he sees Frieza.
He says Frieza's the strongest.
Yeah, and then he sees Vegeta. No, he sees the henchman.
Captain Ginyu.
Which is second. Right by Frieza, and then well, no, because Frieza left, and then he sees Vegeta and Gohan. And he's like, oh god, that's Gohan. He's not doing great. Mm-hmm. So he immediately runs over there, and you're like, okay, Goku's really about to beat some ass, especially when he finds out that his son is basically dead. But even still, then it's so cool. Like Goku's still being so like happy-go-lucky and like
he's still himself.
He's like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Like, and then even when Gohan, like his one son, is like on the brink of death, he's like, "Hey son, it's gonna be okay." He keeps saying "son." It's like it's gonna be okay, son.
I love it, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. So he gives Gohan a senzu bean, and then he goes to Krillin, and he gives a little pep talk to Krillin. Does the same thing. While this is happening, the henchmen are like, "What the hell? What's he doing? He's just touching them, and they're coming back to life. How is this possible?" Which, I mean, we know it's a senzu bean. And so Krillin's up, and he's tapping into Krillin's mind, which this is funny because it's clearly like the writers being like, okay, we got to catch Goku up somehow.
A little bit, yeah.
Because he's like, I've never done that before. I think it's because of my new training. He's like,
a martial artist.
Yeah.
Maybe he can read the energy.
I wrote down, I was like, mind reading equals nice plot catch up for Goku.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's really there for.
Yeah, and that, while this is happening, Vegeta is like, I think Vegeta's assuming Goku's not going to help him up. Because Vegeta's like,
I think so too.
He's like, that bastard Kakarot, blah blah blah.
I think it's more like that bastard Kakarot. I don't think it's because he thinks that he's not going to get healed. I think it's more like he's finally here and they are enemies, but they're allies through circumstance, and it's just more like a
like,
I don't know,
son
like,
of a bitch.
Yeah, kind of, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I feel what you're saying. And so Goku is like getting a senzu bean ready for Vegeta, and he like calls out Vegeta, and Krillin and Gohan are like, no, what are you doing, dude? Which is funny because like, I mean, they were just fighting with him. They know Vegeta's on the same team right now, but it's also a really terrible person that they can't trust necessarily. But Goku, being Goku, is very trusting of him. We don't know if it's gonna bite him in the ass. But for now, Goku's like, I don't know if he's just trusting of just other people in general, or if he realizes how necessary Vegeta's strength is, or maybe a mix of both.
Well, he says I owe him one because if not for him, then Guldo would have killed you guys.
Which he knows because of the mind reading.
And his whole philosophy, I feel like, is like, do the right thing, and if it bites me in the ass, I'll deal with it when we get there.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
and so he throws the senzu bean, and we get a little fake out with Recoome maybe catching it, but his teeth fail him, flies right out of his mouth. Vegeta eats it, and I guess he's never encountered or had a senzu bean before because he's like charging up, and even like his muscles are like pumping up, and he's like, oh my god.
So that's that's him coming back from the brink of death yet again.
Yes.
Brink of death is a little bit strong, but
pushed
his limits and then came back.
Yeah, exactly. And then Recoome is like, I mean, so the henchmen are analyzed, and this is all like everything's playing out like simultaneously. So the henchmen are analyzing Goku, and Goku's power levels are small. They're like, I think it was like 5,000.
5,000.
Which is so funny because like at the start of the series we were in like the 300s.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it was 300.
It was 700 with Piccolo and Goku combined.
Right. Yeah.
And Raditz is like, I think I can take it. But they say
Raditz,
it's
yeah, what was
5,000,
he, I
and
wonder?
Recoom's like, what is it? And the henchmen are like, don't worry about it. It's not a number you need to be concerned with.
Mm.
And so they go to fight, and Recoom's pissed that his power level is so low because he wants a challenge. And he even is just like, I love how they use flicking off in Dragon Ball Z because it's not like we use flicking off as like F off, but in the show it's just kind of like a suck on this kind of thing.
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
has it out and he's just holding it.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is for you. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, all right, bro.
I feel like it's their attempt at making it a little more edgy, I guess.
Yeah, and then we do get a cutaway here to Chi-Chi, which this one kind of pissed me off, only because like the Goku hype is like, I'm freaking out, like I really want to see this.
I know.
And we cut to Chi-Chi, and she's on the bed, just kind of like, she really knows that Gohan's like something is like up, and she's like, I need to get there.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really do anything. It's a quick cutaway, but still, I was like, come on, give me back to Goku.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I was the same way.
And so we go there, and Goku's about to fight Recoome, and he's not worried. The whole time, he's not really scared. He's just like...
I love this because, yeah, it's just that calm confidence. Like, he doesn't even need to worry. Like, he doesn't even need to back his shit up.
Because he's going to, like, take on all three. And
Right.
Krillin's like, you can't take on all three. And he's like, yeah, I can. It's no problem.
And
then,
he tells Recoome, because Recoome says, like, I'm going to beat... I'm sure it's like, I'm going to beat the life out of you or something
Yeah.
like that. And Goku says, nah, you're not even going to lay a hand on me.
Yeah, which is so sick.
And go ahead.
And Krillin is like, dude, what are you doing? Like, this is not possible. And Gohan is like, no, I think I can sense it. My dad wouldn't say these things.
He wouldn't say and that's so true to his character. He wouldn't say it if he couldn't back it up.
He's not cocky. He's confident. And
Exactly.
It's so sick.
Exactly.
And so Recoome goes for a punch or something.
Well, first, right before that.
Okay.
Right before that, this is where we cut to Vegeta and we get that exposition.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Super Saiyan
So,
lore.
yeah, so Goku's...
So explain this, Super Saiyan
he's
lore
charging
to me.
up. The trackers of the henchmen are not picking up on this. Vegeta is sensing the
Vegeta,
hidden
he
power.
doesn't charge up necessarily. He's just sensing that
It's like something hidden underneath
something's
is about
different.
to bubble out.
Even
yeah.
Krillin said, like, something's different. This isn't the Goku that we left behind on
Yeah,
Earth.
and Goku's mentioning he's trained in 100 Gs, and they're like, oh my god, but this is more than that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just read my notes. Vegeta just questioned if Goku's a Super Saiyan, so he's like, could he be a Super Saiyan?
Mm-hmm.
And then says that the last Super Saiyan existed over 1,000 years ago, and we get this cutaway. It's not quite like a great ape looking figure. It's like just a really, really bulky, golden, flashy character. And then Vegeta's like, that was 1,000 years ago, and it's just of legend at this point.
Right, he
It's
didn't
not
even
like,
necessarily believe it.
Yeah, and he says, the legend has it the rage burned so intense that the power consumed and destroyed him. And Vegeta's like, there's no possible way the next Super Saiyan, the first one in 1,000 years, is Goku. Goku's a lowly warrior. He's a low-class warrior. He's nothing. And Vegeta, being himself, is like, it should be me.
He's the prince.
Yeah, he's like, I'm supposed to be the next Super Saiyan. There's no way that Goku is the Super Saiyan. And while this is happening, so that's basically the exposition we get. And then just to continue on, because we have a little bit more coming up, Goku fakes out Recoome, and no one can find Goku on the battlefield. It turns out he's right behind the henchmen, and he's telling them, you can leave. And while this happens, Gohan is like, once they realize where Goku went, Krillin picks up on Vegeta, who is able to keep up with Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Vegeta's tracking Goku's speed
Right.
and stuff.
And Krillin recognizes, like, oh shit, like, I'm kind of getting scared of how strong this guy's
yeah, he's like,
too.
okay, so Vegeta's like actually right up there with Goku, which to me is a hint that, which obviously we know, but is a hint to me, the show saying like, hey, Vegeta might also be Super Saiyan if he's keeping up with Goku in the same capacity.
Right, so we know right now, just based off feats, we know right now that Goku is stronger than Vegeta.
Yeah.
Period, because he's defeated Recoome and Vegeta did not.
Yeah.
But
Vegeta has not been
just
training as much as Goku.
That, and Vegeta just got a power boost by the fact alone that he healed.
Yeah.
With the Senzu Bean.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone is a
and
for Saiyans, that's a power boost.
To
Exactly.
Recoome and comes back. Yeah.
Right. So who knows?
Yeah. So that's happening. This is all happening, and then the henchmen do not try to fight, or they do not leave Goku, even though Goku warns them like, you can live if you leave.
Right.
The fight happens.
They try to punch him, but Goku's too fast.
Yeah, it
too.
doesn't even matter. And then Recoome is like, okay, it's time to fight, and he says, "Hope you're ready, Chief," which is cool.
Yeah, I know.
I was
right?
like, that's
hope you're ready, Chief.
like 2020 tells us that like Chief is like that's a thing.
I know we use Chief now.
I know,
This
it's like,
was,
what's up, Chief? And
this
it was
aired
like,
in October 6th, 2005.
Yeah, which is crazy.
15 years ago.
1990, really, I guess, right? Or 95 or whatever.
But the dub.
I guess the
dub was
translation,
2005.
probably.
So yeah,
turned it into
that's
Chief.
what's crazy is this aired originally in Japan in 1990, flat.
Literally 30 years ago.
And literally 30 years ago, and 15 years later is when it came to America.
That's crazy.
That is a huge 15 years is a crazy gap, dude. That's wild. That
is nuts.
But yeah, anyway, this originally aired 30 years ago, and it doesn't look 30 years old.
No.
In this episode alone, out of the last few, there was a couple of shots, like I said, that looked pretty rough. But the important stuff looked good.
Yeah, Goku coming out of the ship, about to fly over, like so
that looked
sick.
good. Everything with him and Recoome looked good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, tell me what happens. How does the episode end right here?
So Goku punches Recoome, and Recoome is on the ground, face down, ass up.
Face down, ass up, bro.
I mean, he's he's in the position.
Yeah, Recoome was gonna do his ultimate technique, whatever that was, but before he could finish, Goku.
And it's so sick because Goku's like, I saw an opening, or I saw he says something that's like a little like you kind of suck. He says something like, I saw a large opening that I could attack.
Come hit me.
Yeah, and he's like, so I did, which is sick, and that's the move that puts Recoome into face down, ass up.
Yep. Just one elbow.
Yeah, and while this is happening, Vegeta's like, holy shit, this is the strongest Saiyan I've seen ever. Like this, I've never seen a Saiyan this strong before. So I think
then maybe in the last 1,000 years is what he also said.
Yeah, I think Vegeta's really coming to terms with the fact that like Goku might actually be a Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm. He actually thinks at the end of this episode, he thinks he has become a Super Saiyan. He says,
yeah, and I wrote a question there. I put, is Super Saiyan not a form you take?
That's the question.
Which I mean, we don't know. Obviously, we're not going to answer it. But my previous understanding of Super Saiyan was like a temporary level up, so like a bonus boost or like something that you go to this form to get some extra strength. You can't last long. You come back down.
So that's the cool thing about the fact that your knowledge really is kind of limited through pop culture is like you really don't know.
Yeah, and so now it's seeming more of like you're born a Super Saiyan. It's just whether or not you. Well, actually, I don't even know. You're born a Super Saiyan. It seems like. And then you go into a special form. And I don't even know if that form is called Super Saiyan or whatever now. Like the one that I know from pop culture, like the golden hair or whatever. Like I don't even know if that is Super Saiyan. Or if he is a Super Saiyan and he goes like, I don't even know, like Saiyan Kaiken 6 or something. Like who even knows?
Saiyan Kaiken 6.
Those are like the only words I know for like moves that power up in Dragon Ball Z so far. But yeah, so that's and that's kind of where the episode leaves off. It's so frustrating. We did a 6-episode last week.
I wish this
was because I have a feeling in the next 3 episodes I'm gonna see my boy go Super Saiyan.
I cannot wait to watch the next 3 episodes.
I'm gonna crank that surround sound up. And
we got to start listening to it even louder.
Yeah,
we already do really loud, but he's
loud.
got like a full surround sound system. So
yeah, unfortunately the English dub is 2.1, so we won't get any of the like true surround, but it's worth it for the music.
Which has been really good.
It's been awesome. Yeah. Lots of synth in this episode.
I love the Ginyu Force's little like cheesy theme too.
Yeah, I like it too. And that's kind of where we leave off. The narrator is kind of like, he's poking at our questions like, is Goku a Super Saiyan? What is a Super Saiyan? Blah blah blah. Will he defeat Recoome? Find out, or will he defeat the other henchmen? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Very hype. Very pissed that I have to wait however long until the new one.
Yep.
And what'd you give this? I'll just tell you what I gave this. I gave this episode a 7 out of 7.
I gave it a 6.
Really? I think I do.
Here's why.
I need to look through.
Here's why.
Keep talking.
I gave it a 6 only because it took, as hype as it was, don't get me wrong. When I tell you I love this moment, that's an understatement. Mm-hmm. But it was the animation was suffered a tiny bit at some parts because I think they're saving it for the next few episodes. That's just a hint for you. And it just dragged a tiny bit, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. As much as I loved it, it dragged a tiny bit, so it gave it a 6. But don't get me wrong, it was incredible.
Yeah, so I actually have not this. Just by star ratings, these 3 episodes were my favorite
in the Namek
series.
Saga?
3 of in general.
Oh wow!
My favorite, based on the stars, would be my favorite 3 episodes in a row.
And I told you
I've done a 6 and a 7 before, but I have not done a 6, 7, and 7.
I love that, dude. That
shit's hype.
I love that. And part of it is always gonna be like I know what's happening and you don't, so that's always gonna be. So I know like
The closest we've gotten was episode 28, Goku's Arrival, 6 out of 7. Episode 29, Lesson Number 1, 6 out of 7. Episode 30, Goku vs. Vegeta, 6 out of 7. Episode 31, Saiyan's Secret, 7 out of 7. But then the next episode after that, I gave a 5. So right now we're at 6, 7, 7, and I have a feeling the next episode is going to be a 7.
And too. I did 6, 6, 6. So
right, cool.
Number of the
so
beast.
we're hype. We're hype.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I know that there are like 7s coming like soon.
That's my thing is like I was like in my head I'm like maybe these are 6s because I know I'm gonna get something that's even better. But I was like I just gotta get it. These episodes are like 7s for me. Like these are perfect. Not perfect, but they're like masterpiece.
Practically,
episodes,
Oh my god, exactly. Yeah, like even though I know like no, I should be more like you. Where like this is probably a 7.
Yeah.
But you know I know you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's good regardless.
We're in a good spot, bro.
Yeah, I'm stoked. We eating.
Yeah,
we, eating
we are. Oh my god. Well, and also I wanted to point out Recoome and Vegeta and Birder and Jace are all voiced by Christopher Sabat.
Recoome is Christopher Sabat?
Yeah.
Dude, that dude's a legend.
Yeah, he's a chameleon.
That's so cool.
He's really good.
So he's doing Piccolo.
And Piccolo, of course, as well.
Jace, Dede, Vegeta, and Recoome. That's crazy.
And Bubbles. But
all
Bubbles
right, well,
wasn't in this episode.
We didn't have to talk about it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so that's it. That's episode 21 of Dragon Ball Speak. I literally cannot wait to record again. We've been recording a little bit more often lately just to try and catch up.
I know we're gonna like finish this show in like 3 weeks, and then we'll just act
love
like we're
to.
recording episodes for.
If we get that far ahead, we could just start releasing 2 episodes a week.
Yeah, true.
But man, yeah, wow, we're like this is like Dragon Ball Z at its best right now. I like love where we're at, and
I'm
it's just
loving
it took a while to get here, but we're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's sick.
It feels good. All right, well, I'll take it away. Is Goku a Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak.